No, Bernie didn't lose because Warren split his votes. Bernie lost because he was asking Americans to vote for Bernie Sanders. So this is something that I've noticed, a bit of a peeve, a bit of an annoyance that I've seen over and over again. People who just go out and say, this person succeeded because their opposition was crap, because their opposition let them, their opposition failed. No, this is a competition. In some situations, people won because of their own abilities. Now, I want to look back and see if some of these people actually covering this haven't played sports, team sports or individual sports, this competitive sports. Have they not had the experience with these things? Are they used to just situations in the United States of America where maybe you're just giving participation trophies, where this is a thing, oh, this person just, you let that person win. Oh, if the Democratic Party didn't put all these other people who were taking Bernie Sanders' actual positions and then they got out and then when they got in, it was splitting the votes, Bernie Sanders couldn't get enough delegates because if they weren't in, those delegates would have gone to Bernie Sanders and he would have beat Joe Biden and things like that. No, Bernie Sanders cannot sell himself to the American people. And for some of these people in this specific situation, I think they are out of touch with what the American people actually are. America itself is based on liberty in a different sense. And I've seen a lot of people in the world covering the United States of America and not really getting how much the freedom and liberty thing is sold to them, how much it actually is key to something. They really do not play that whole tyranny things. We might look and see, oh, it's the biggest state in the world, and the state is defined by its monopoly of violence over any given area. So we might think, look, they have such a massive state, they have such an imperialist state, they go out and they project power onto other places so much, they must love power over themselves as well. But no, it's not the sense where they like being under the power of other people, under the control of other people. This is one thing I've noticed. You look around the world, and a lot of countries, a lot of people will agree that the people in power, the government, the politicians, the business leaders, and things like that, they will agree that those people are not doing things good enough. They need to be better. Those people need to do better. But the United States of America is a specific place where I think more people than anywhere else in the world think they personally could do better in those positions. So the whole dynamics of selling actual socialism to them is not something that's yet going to actually fit in with the people. They haven't actually ingrained this and indoctrinated enough people into this to actually think that is a good idea. They still buy into the idea of freedom and liberty and individualism. And that is a hope that I have. That is why I cover the United States of America so much. That is part of why I'm trying to get back there, because I think it is a culture and a community and something that I can take a part of and be proud enough to be a part of this and say, yes, this is part of the community that I'm in. This is part of my tribe. This is a good idea. I like living around people who have that mentality. So Bernie bros, no. Bernie and Joe Biden are boomer bros. They had this in together. This was known. This was planned. They knew this was going to happen to begin with. Bernie Sanders enjoys running for president. He enjoys running for president, getting out on the road, talking to people, being lauded by younger people. Oh, you're part of the revolution, you're this and this. And of course, all of the excellent good money that comes in that gets him his 3 mansions, probably has enough to get a new mansion. He gets to remain on the political landscape, to be somebody who's known by people, feted by people, taken around. What about his actual history makes you think he would actually want to win this? He's actually in this to win it. His words? You actually taking politicians on their words now? Is that where you're at? So yes, this does extend to other people. People say, oh, Trump won because the Democratic Party lost it, because Hillary Clinton did go to this place, didn't go to that place. No, Trump won because he went to that place, not because Hillary didn't go to that place. She could have gone to that place. She could have gone to that place and sold what she thought to that place. She put a team together. He put a team together. Bernie had a platform. He could have adjusted that platform. He could have done better work in actually studying what the American people want and appealed to them in a better way and still trounced all those people. When you look at the situation with Donald Trump, he was running against also, I think it was about 18 people when he actually ran for president. There was all sort of other people in there. Are you going to say that, oh, these other people are the reason Jeb Bush lost? Having so many people in the field took away votes that could have gone to Ted Cruz or someone. Is that what you're going to say? No, people don't talk about it in that sense, but there is a double standard with these things. People just want to think that Bernie Sanders has been screwed. Yes, they had the superdelegate situation with Hillary Clinton in the past, but I think that superdelegate situation would have happened no matter who ran. It would not have mattered if anybody else ran. Those superdelegates were going to go into the pocket of Hillary Clinton because it was her time. And then the next step is, what is the actual situation? What is the win or loss? What is the selective process in this? In some situations, it is not an equal playing field. In some situations, it is not just a competition. Get up and do your best. You have to sell yourself to certain people. Look at the actual dynamics of this. Look at the actual selecting process of this. What are the things that people are actually thinking about in order to actually get this win? When you focus on something like the massive difference in black voting when it came to South Carolina, where does this whole situation come in that they stole it from Bernie? He just couldn't convince enough black people and minorities to vote for him. And that's a big part of the voter base of the Democrats. So to finish up, this is part of my shorty series where I take small things that I post on social media and I expand on them. And with this one, again, you take the L. If you lost, you lost. In many competitive situations, you often hear people say from the losing side, the winner only won because our guy lost. She only managed to get that position because our gal was unable to. Their team only scored that many points because our team was unable to stop them from scoring those points. These are all accurate things, but it's a competition. The winner won. Sometimes give that credit to the winner. Let the credit be where the credit is due. And in that case, you can actually go back and improve your situation and see, what did that winner do to win? What can I do different next time? And especially with this Bernie Sanders situation, people look back at what Bernie did and it's like, hey, Bernie was popular with these things. So let's actually talk about some of these things. Let's actually adopt some of these things and see if it can help us. And I'm not against actually thinking they could have been some backroom deals with these people saying, hey, let's just be in there. And then Joe Biden says, hey, you can have a position with me. If you lose, if you run and you get this and this, you can help me out with this and this. This happens. This is politics. But Bernie Sanders also knows this. If you guys know this about Bernie Sanders, don't you think Bernie Sanders knows this about Bernie Sanders? He could have come out and just said, look, I know what these people are doing. Are you going to let these people do these? But if he actually wanted to win, don't you think he would have said that? But hey, why wasn't he saying that? Why didn't he just come out and say, look, these people are just taking the things that I wanted to do, and I am the one who will actually do them. If you really actually want these things done, here is how I'm showing you proof that I will be the one doing it. These people are doing it just to get votes away from me and then give it to Joe Biden. He could say that, but he's a politician. He's using you just as much as they use as other people. The Democratic Party uses anyone else. And this is part of politics. Take that L. Like, share, and subscribe. Links below to the merchandise store and PayPal for one-time donations. Merchandise should be on the screen if you're watching. Till next one, goodbye.